Hello YouTube, DeGunNut here. Tonight I'm doing a video on this bolt action rifle that I purchased for my oldest son just a little over 3 years ago now. It was for Christmas and it was his first rifle and he was 10 at the time. So I just wanted to share a little bit about it. I had it out recently at the range working on some hand loads. It reminded me that I've never done a video on this particular gun. And the gun is the Ruger American, and this is the 243 Winchester variant of that. So on top of it is a Cabela's scope. It's a 4 to 12 power scope. Go over just a couple of the specs quick. Most people, you can go find them. I'm not going to go through all the detail. And then talk a little bit about the gun's features, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and also review a little bit of the accuracy testing from the range. So as far as features, we'll start at the back and end there and go forward. It does have a nice recoil pad. I have this cheek riser slash accessory thing, whatever you want to call it, that Ruger was offering at the time we got it. It has a detachable magazine, which is very nice. Fits 4 rounds. It's just technically a rotary style magazine. The barrel, this is a 22-inch barrel. It is 1 9-inch twist, right hand twist, I believe. Overall length is of the gun is 42 inches, and it weighs in just a little bit over 6 pounds, 6.2 pounds. Suggested retail price on Ruger's website, about $489. You can find it for quite a bit cheaper than that typically. I think we got this one for around $350. So as far as the likes, the things that I really like about this gun is the weight. Definitely a key feature, being only 6 pounds, minus the scope anyways, but a good starting point. I like the removable magazine. I believe the bolt, in my opinion, for an inexpensive gun, it cycles pretty well. It seems very durable. It's easy to remove the bolt, which typically is for most bolt guns. But you just press this lever here as you're pulling the bolt back, and it comes right out. Another key feature that I really like is the trigger. You see the gun is clear. The trigger is, in my opinion, very good for such an inexpensive rifle. With the safety here, it allows them to run this trigger. I believe this thing is, I think at most, I hear over 3 pounds. I don't have a trigger gauge, so I can't tell you for sure. Another like is the round 243 Winchester. This is, I really like this round. This has really reinvigorated my shooting, to be able to shoot something like this that can be very accurate and not punishing at all, shooting from the bench. Makes a good dual purpose round. I know it's not, Ruger's doing, but I do like this gun in 243 Winchester a lot. It works out really good for my son, and I have fun shooting it as well. Now for the dislike, probably the major dislike is the stock. Seems like an important dislike, and it is. I wish Ruger would offer a better stock on this. This stock is a cheap synthetic stock and is fairly flimsy. They could have done better, in my opinion, and that's why this silly pad, why they gave this pad out, because you can't get a good cheek weld with a scope without some added height here. It's just the design of the stock. When we bought this, they didn't have all the flavors of the rifle they do now, but just the basic blued finish is fine for our use. They do offer it in stainless as well, and I believe they offer a couple different specialty versions. The Predator version now. I see they do offer it in 6.5 Creedmoor, although they don't seem to be around too much, and that's actually a gun I'm thinking about picking up. I would probably immediately change out the stock on it, but I'll have to see what other Creedmoor options are out there, because that's another caliber of interest for me. Let's go ahead and check out the accuracy result. Alright, we're out here today at the range again, shooting my son's Ruger American in 243. I'm working on some hand loads for it. 75 grain Hornady VMAX. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Using H4895 and IMR 8208. So we'll see what kind of results we get with these powders and these hand loads and do a little shooting now. Alright, my first two rounds of 243, or two series of 243 with shooting 4-shot groups, and I'm going to drop the one furthest away and use that. So H4895, 75 grain VMAX here, A group, B group, different weights. Okay, these are some very recent results. This gun has definitely been able to shoot a minute of angle or less with 3-shot groups. You'll see a couple of groups there from this past weekend at the range. Some hand loads. Again, we're doing some hand load workups here, but you can see a 3-shot cluster, 0.64 inch. Another 3-shot cluster in 0.77 inch. Throwing out the 4th round due to shooter not always doing so well. I mean, it's debatable, whatever you want to call it, but you can see the types of groups we're getting here. 0.88 inch 3-shot cluster there. With the 4-shot, we're at about 1.08. I was only shooting 3-shot groups. Or I should say 4 shots for that hand load, and I didn't have too many rounds for this other one, so we only got 3-shot groups. And here's one at 3-shot group at 0.80 without throwing anything out. 2 holes touching there. And another 3-shot group at 1.02 inch. Now I have a lot of targets laying around I have to dig into here. We'll see if we can find a few more from past range trips. Okay, here's some more groups from the Ruger. This one is with a 62 grain varmint grenade, Barnes varmint grenade. Again, these are all 100-yard targets. I didn't mention that previously. 3 shots into 0.98 of an inch. A better one here. We have 4 shots into 0.742 of an inch. And this was with 44.5 grains of H414. As you can see, I started, and that'll be a load I would like to repeat. And then another target here with my son's, how he shot. So with a Sierra 100 grain bullet, 3 shots into 1.5 inches. Again, this is at 100 yards. And then 100 grain Hornady into 1 5/16 inches for 4 shot, or no, that's 3 shots as well. As I'm going through the target pile here, here's also 100 yards, 1 1/8 inch, 3-shot group, and then this is a 1/2 inch group that I shot, 100 yards. These are all 62 grain varmint grenade. Alright, this kind of shows the extreme of good and bad. Hornady 95 grain. I think that was 4 shots into 7/8 of an inch, but then right next to it, Hornady factory round, 3 shots into 2.5 inches. I think this was my son shooting, but I don't recall for sure, and I didn't label it. Just a lot of targets in that target archive. I think that's 5 shots. You can see 3 of the shots clustered all together there, 2 a little bit further away. But all in all, that's right around 1.5 inches. I think that was 80 grain pointed soft points from Federal. As those targets show, I mean, I've seen really good accuracy out of this Ruger American. Very pleased with the accuracy. Continue to be able to easily get under 1 inch groups with hand loads, and some even close as, as tight as a 1/2 inch for 3-shot groups. So very good accuracy, very reliable. Seems to be well built. Everything except the stock has been, I've been very happy with, and my son has as well. So I'm going to go ahead and roll in some range footage of this gun, and then we'll go ahead and close out this video. It's alright if I shoot?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Yep.
have it.
Okay, go for it when you're ready. Make sure you got it tight against your arm.
Wow.
What do you think, George?
My ears are ringing.
Thanks, YouTube. Hope you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, and be safe.